The plan was to move a boat our skipper Antti had bought from Pori to Kotka. The total distance would be around 350 nautical miles through the coastal areas of Finland. Antti had posted this ad to a Facebook sailing group looking for a crew. Me and a Frenchman called Theo had answered Antti's call, and eventually we found ourselves on the Reposaari Marina with the skipper and his boat, Albin Accent 26.
Yeah, maybe...
We left Pori around 4 p.m. The sun was shining and it was to be a nice downwind sail down the Bothnian Sea. The plan was to sail through the night and to be at the entrance to the archipelago come sunrise. Suddenly, the boat jerked forward and terrible noise started coming from the cabin. It seemed like the boat was coming apart, with every bit of the boat trembling and rattling. We had grounded the boat on shallow waters and now the keel was scraping the rock bottom. We were still moving, so after scratching the letter U to the ground, the trembling and rattling suddenly stopped. We had managed to escape the shallow water. After the grounding, Antti performed an inspection on the hull. We were not sinking, and thus we made the decision to carry on. Needless to say, the vibe was quite tense as we were heading out to the sea, but as we got the sail up and time passed, we started to trust the boat and enjoy the sail. The night watch was uneventful, if not terribly cold. The sun came up just as we were approaching the entrance to the archipelago. It is a difficult area to navigate, and we didn't feel confident to do it in the dark. Fortunately, the sunrise had the perfect timing. We decided to sail to Nötö Island for the night. We took a shortcut Antti had heard from his islander friend to shave some miles from the passage. It was not in the charts, and we needed to dodge all kinds of rocks and shallow areas to get there. It was a meticulous job, but Antti did a good job navigating us safely to the island of Nötö.
So here we are, Nötö.
What are the feelings, Theo?
Good. Arrived at home.
Yes.
Let's go to the sauna.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
No need engine.
Yeah, we could just...
Just a little push and sails up.
Yeah.
We had covered around 140 nautical miles on the previous passage, and thanks to that we were way ahead of our schedule. We enjoyed Nötö thoroughly and left quite late in the day. We decided to head to Rosala Island, which was about 25 nautical miles away.
It is a quiet night in the marina. First meal abroad. Aboard!
After Rosala, we did a bigger passage towards Jussarö. We had run out of food, so we stopped at Hanko on the way. All in all, it was a great sail with spirited winds of 20 plus knots and the sun was shining all the way. A low pressure system was heading our way, but we would reach Jussarö before the rainy weather front and harsher winds. Theo taught us how to do a special kind of coil, and after a bit of practicing, all the lines in the cockpit were neatly organized. It rained at night as forecasted. In the morning, the rain had stopped and we continued our way to Isosaari in Helsinki, this time taking the offshore route. Not long after we left Jussarö, there was the shit on deck situation. I was flushing the head when I heard "Stop! Stop!" from the cockpit. Apparently, the holding tank had filled up and the excess stuff got pumped on deck through a small inlet. After rinsing the deck with salt water, we investigated the plumbing system. We tried shutting off different valves, but no matter what we did, the excrement always found its way on deck. Defeated, we declared the head out of use until further notice. At one point, I noticed the Genoa's clue was hanging in the air. The clue shackle had broken. Luckily, Antti had an extra one in his pocket, so he made his way to the bow to replace the broken shackle. We reached Isosaari. There were some liveaboard boaters there who didn't allow us to use the sauna or shore power. Tio was pissed and the pier didn't offer much protection, so we left Isosaari and decided to sail more east to Pirttisaari. This meant we would arrive late in the night. I wasn't thrilled, as I was very tired and thought the liveaboards were just following orders not to give power to recreational boaters. But we were not recreational boaters. We were on an important mission to transfer a sailboat from Pori to Kotka. Well, at least we witnessed an astonishing sunset on the way to Pirttisaari. We left in a thick fog. The plan was to sail to Kaunissaari in Kotka. The forecast promised gusty winds and possibly rain. It was going to be a tough passage.
So we ended up in Pellinki, in Porvoo, because Kaunissaari wasn't open. There was some construction thing, and I think it was a good choice because
Tässä on yksi Teo ja Kalle.
where's the beer?
Facebookin semmosessa
Where is the beer?
hyviä tyyppejä ja molemmat hyviä seilaamaan.
The beer is missing, but we'll still have sauna.
In the morning, we filled up the water tanks and left quite early. We had breakfast underway. It was to be the whole trip's nicest sail. Completely clear skies with good winds and the temperature was around 15 Celsius. It was still very cold on the sea, mind you. We had fried rice and leftover pasta for lunch underway. We were sailing to an island called Rankki. The wind picked up along the way and we were surfing at 8 knots with just a reefed Genoa. Truly a terrific sail.
They're going so fast.
Eventually, we reached Rankki. It was our last night together, so we enjoyed beers and snacks in the boat before going for a walk to check the island. We had rationed our beers well, as we had 4 left, 1 for each and 1 extra.
Sitten heräsin jossain tiellä, tunsin
On Saturday, we left with wistful minds from Rankki towards our final destination, Kotka. It was a calm day with light winds.
Nice!
There was a local market going on at the Kotka main harbor where we had moored the boat, and it was a beautiful day, so we had some food and beer in the sun. Eventually, the crew disbanded as we had land life waiting for us. Except for Antti, who still had way to go before reaching lake area of Saimaa, where he would keep the boat.